So Chazal tell us, in that Maimon Chazal Rabbi Braun quoted earlier, that the Eibusha tells the Eden, I find it difficult to separate from you, let's spend another day together. I've been with you the entire Sukkot, and I find it difficult to say goodbye. Kosha lai perdaschem, it's something very difficult. Ikvu imi oidyoi mechet, stay with me another day. Now if you stay another day, it'll become even more difficult. What's the point? Now the teretz is that this last day, the Shmini Atzeres Yom Tov, is very different than the rest of Yom Tov. Throughout Sukkot, Hashem spends time with us in a sense that we realize that when we're going to separate, it'll be kasha alai, it'll be very, very difficult. When we have the farewell, when we have the Shmini Atzeres, we are making an affirmation that we'll be close even though we're far. We'll be together even while we're apart. We reach a deeper state in our relationship that we're parting to meet again. We're reaching a union where geography is no longer relevant. A union which surpasses the boundaries of physical space. So whereas till now our relationship with the community was one that you can't leave, from this stage onwards, we say l'chaim time, which is why I kept on asking for the mashka, to commit to each other that at this stage we'll become together, cement our relationship, solidify our relationship in such a way that even while we're apart, physical boundaries, geography is really not relevant. Let me just conclude with one more thought, because I have a lot of thoughts over here and they're sort of all draining around in my mind. But let me leave you with one more thought. The community, a lot of people in the community came to me over the last few weeks and say, we would like to buy you a gift. What gift can we buy you? I don't know. Well, should we ask your wife? Should we ask you what gift we can get your wife? So we spoke to each other about the fact that everybody wants to know that. You don't have to buy me any gifts. Who needs gifts? Well, whatever. So we found it very hard to respond to those kind of questions. But I'm taking the courage tonight and to say that I want a gift from the community. Anybody want to get me a gift? Nobody's hand is going up. Chaim. I would like to personally ask for a gift, if it's not too difficult. Our shul over here, Tzemach Tzedek, has been founded seven something years ago on the foundation of honesty, integrity, Yiddishkeit, Chassidishkeit, a shul with true Torah Chassidus values. And as much as a bittul guy I am, and I'm nivus and shiftless that I have, we're aware of the fact that us leaving the community has somewhat of an impact on the community. Minor. They won't know who to wait for Eisa Shalom Limreva after Shemoneh Esrei. Serious issue. And it does pain us, to a large extent, that we don't see an immediate, long-term, I should say, plan for Tzemach Tzedek after we leave. You need a refill. Time. A lot of energy, but you can't put that down. Gotta check, I gotta edit it first. A lot of energy, a lot of shveis, a lot of tverin, and this is not exaggeration, a lot of sweat and tears, a lot of money, a lot of time has been invested in this shul. And obviously the shul has a purpose to play, otherwise the shul wouldn't be founded. I would like to ask in the community to promise that there will be a continuity of Tzemach Tzedek. V'darkei noyam, v'darkei shalom, as it's always been the case. V'loisia das Hashem katzoin asher ein lehem royeh. A community cannot be without a leader. It could be a community without a leader, but it's not a community. Tzemach Tzedek needs a full-time Rav. Or part-time Rav. But full-time, part-time. And I genuinely believe in that. It's not about me. I'm leaving now. It's not about my paycheck. Tzemach Tzedek needs a Rav and Mashpia Asher Yotziim Asher Yevim, which will guide the community, direct the community, influence the community, lift up the community, counsel the community, deal with the community. There's so many can't just remain the way it is. And in order for a community like Tzemach Tzedek to grow, it needs people. It needs people coming to shul. Pshuta kamashma. People in shul. It needs people by shiurim. It needs people by farbrengens. It needs people on the chairs. Actually, that's what it needs. Otherwise, the shul can't survive. It needs people that take their Yiddishkeit very, very seriously. That don't just mouth it and say, of course, we want shiurim, we want this, but then they don't show up to a shiur. That doesn't work. Might as well close down. It needs money. No, this is real. It needs money. It needs people not making pledges, but people actually giving money. So my last paycheck has already been submitted. This is not about me. This is about this shul succeeding. The gift I am asking from people in this shul, the people that are gathered here tonight, if you really genuinely believe, as all the espedim that I heard tonight, that the Braun family had such an impact on the community, if you believe it like my mother would believe it, then it requires people to stand up to what they really believe in. It's very nice. Now by Levi, everybody gets up and says how fantastic and how great and how beautiful it was. He could have told the person that when he was alive. Just for the future of Tzemach Tzedek, it's important for people to make an investment. And people have to really make a genuine cheshbon hanefesh, whether Tzemach Tzedek is a necessary thing or not a necessary thing. I don't want to ruin the excitement of tonight. People are so excited about our farewell. But I think this is a genuine nekuda. If people really believe that Tzemach Tzedek plays an important role in Sydney, then they need to really dedicate and devote themselves to it. By literally coming to a minyan, by coming to shiurim, and by putting in money to actually hire a Rav. And if Tzemach Tzedek will grow in leaps and bounds after we leave, we'll be only happier. So you got rid of the troublemakers, now Tzemach Tzedek can grow. It'll really be something that we'll be very, very happy that it will continue to go mechayel chayil. I want to give a bracha. Looking around the audience, I know there are people that are really very, very committed. People that are genuine chassidim, genuine yireh lekim, anshe emes, they're true people. People, like as we said before, we're a true support to our family at every single stage of the game. But there were, truth to be told, there were support as individuals. And it's time to take all those individuals and merge and make a community out of it. I want to give a bracha. Meyoy mekaled, meyum kedelibe from the depth of my heart. A bracha to every one of us and every one of you as individuals that you should grow Michael Choyl. You should grow in Limud HaTorah and Yiras Shamayim and Chassidishkeit, and you should grow in Gashmias. Machen asach Geld, haben asach Shidduchim, haben asach Simchas. That's on an individual level. And on a communal level, that a community should grow as well as a community Michael Choyl. My bracha to the community is that this room should no longer be a Nachal community. So again, besser und starker und hecher. The will is there, the ability is there, we just have to make it happen. And if we can help in any way, shape or form, either by leaving, or on a more serious note, from overseas, we'll be more than glad to help in any way, shape or form. So Leivish to helfen, we should be matzliach, we'll meet together with Soivas Smachis. It's really been a pleasure to be with everybody over here, and I'm sure we'll still be together many times. Today we live in a world where you can connect in many different ways, even without being here physically. And we'll go together from this event to the Shleimir HaKodesh, where this shul, together with all the other shuls in Sydney, will merge together as one into the big shul, to the Beis HaMikdash HaShlishi, and we'll go together b'simcha, b'sasin, b'bias Mashiach Tzidkenu l'chaim.
Based on that note, the Rabbi Braun actually says it's not a conclusion, but it's only a continuation. Shimon Joseph would like to just make an announcement.